Hello, everybody. I wanted to be with you today, the day after the State of the Union by President Trump. It's an important day. We should have hopefully watched that, listened to it, and understood it. Of course, as your congressman, I was there. And I wanted to share my thoughts with you, my beliefs on how it all went and what is important in the speech. First of all, I know that many of you are worried. Many of you are concerned. You're worried about Social Security. You're worried about Medicare. You're worried about Medicaid. And you're worried about some other issues as well. I understand that. And that makes sense. And I am always open to hearing about those concerns and those worries and those concerns. I want you to know that sincerely. I also want you to know that I've spoken directly with President Trump numerous times about Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid. And he is committed to me one-on-one, and he is also committed to the public, to everyone, numerous times at numerous press conferences and events, that he does not want to do anything to hurt Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid. That's important. You know, we spend a lot of money in this country. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We spend a lot of money on a lot of wasteful things. I will tell you what waste is not. Waste is not Social Security. Waste is not Medicare. And waste is not Medicaid. That is a golden handshake. It is a bond between America and America's government. And the shame is when we waste money, that money is taken away for the good things that we could do, like taking care of our veterans, like taking care of our senior citizens, like taking care of our police, our military, etc. And that's what's so bad about awful, abusive waste. Social Security is not waste, Medicare is not waste, and Medicaid is not waste. Now, in truth, there are some that are collecting those benefits and should not be. Illegal aliens who came to this country illegally should not be. People who are not U.S. citizens should not be. Individuals where multiple checks are going to one person, etc., some of the things we're concerned about, that's obviously wrong. And Medicaid is for people who are working hard but still need help with their health insurance. Medicaid is for those folks that are disabled and need that help. Medicaid is for a host of different things and different people who are really doing their best and deserve it, like senior citizens, like the disabled, as I mentioned, like the working poor. They're really doing everything they can, and they need that help. And it says America. We take care of people when they are trying their best, then we need to take care of them and try our best. Are there some abuses and fraud? Absolutely. There's waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicare and in Medicaid and even in Social Security sometimes, but it's only a small part of it. So when we cut those areas, only where there's waste and fraud, when we do that, we have to use a scalpel and not a sledgehammer. And you know, you're hearing that from a dentist who's used a scalpel in real life over many times over many years. It's a different approach. So we have to be careful. And I want you to know that I'm going to fight for you, stand up for you, work for you to make sure that we don't hurt good people. I will do everything that I possibly can. There was good in the speech last night. It was an American renewal. You know, and I know some folks are fans of President Trump. Some may not be. I do support the president. I am a fan, but I understand and accept everybody. But here's the bottom line. The bottom line is President Trump believes in Americanism. He believes in American exceptionalism. He believes in the extraordinary nature of America. He believes that America is a gift from God to all of us. There's no other country ever that's been like America. And that's why it's so important that we have this renewal, that we are great again, that we are born again to fulfill our destiny as Americans. We have a destiny of greatness, and we must always fulfill it. And I think President Trump knows that as well. So when it comes to our military, we need to have standards where our military is the smartest, the best, the most focused, the strongest in the world, bar none. And it was good to see and good to hear that we have record numbers of people joining again now in this renewal of America, this golden age, joining our military. And that's indicative of the change that's made. We also need to make sure that our cities are clean and safe and bright and free. Cities are wonderful things, and our cities, so many of them in America now, have so many problems where people are concerned to go there on a vacation or for a business trip or for whatever reason. That's not America. Every American does deserve that safety, and we need to work on that, and we need to encourage it. We need to support our police, our firefighters, our rescue personnel. We need to support those individuals who put their life on the line for us every single day and are willing to do so, along with our military. And we need to take care of them. There's so much that we need to do. We need to make sure that our borders are intact, that our borders are strong, that we are not allowing individuals who are on the terror watch list, who are criminally convicted in the country of origin or have been indicted or convicted here. President Trump spoke about some of the families that have been affected by our completely open, bleeding borders that are now buttoned up already. We have record low numbers of people coming across into the United States of America now. That is a good change. It is a renewal. It does indicate a golden age. That doesn't mean immigration is bad. Don't let anybody ever fool you. They try to blur legal, good immigration with illegal immigration. Illegal immigration, even for those people who are decent, who try to go about it that way, it's the wrong way to go. But illegal immigration can also be dangerous because in some cases they are drug lords, they are cartels, they are gangs, they're people on the terror watch list. This is real. This isn't made up. It's a real problem that we have, and we're rounding them up. They need to go back to their country of origin. Quite frankly, I don't even want them here in jail because I don't want to pay all the cost to have them in jail. They need to go back to their country of origin. And that's what President Trump spoke about. There's so many issues. We need to make sure that in energy, we are strong. In energy, that we again are the strongest in the world. America doesn't fall behind. America doesn't follow. America is the shining city on the hill, the bright light of the world. America leads. Everyone else follows. That's the America I know. That's the America I love. That is the America of greatness. And that's what we need to go back to. That's what I believe most Americans believe in. And therein lies the difference. There are those in leadership, on the left, quite frankly, who believe that basically we are a global nation. That we're just like any other nation in the world, no better, no worse, maybe even worse, that we follow just like everybody else. And then there are those, I believe most of you, and certainly me, that believe in American exceptionalism, that we are different, that we are more, that we are special. So while this is a scary time and a little bit of a time of worry and concern, and I understand that because whenever you make change, it's not easy. We have to be careful in how we make that change. We have to be focused, we have to be laser-like, and we have to make sure we do a good job. At the same time, we absolutely do need change. A reporter came to me a little while back, and they said, what's one thing that you regret? And I think they thought I was going to speak about some vote I took or something I said, and I'm sure there are some, but that wasn't what immediately came to my mind. I happen to sit on the Judiciary Committee, and I'm chairman of the Subcommittee on Oversight. I wish that all of you could hear and see and feel what was going on in our country. I wish you could hear and see and feel what was happening to our country, how we were weaponizing the justice system, how we were going after good Americans, not most people in the justice system, only the top levels. They were weaponizing it. They were using it for political purposes. They were politicizing it. They were going for real. It's hard to believe. You think I'm making this up, but I'm not. They were going after Catholic churches, traditional Catholic churches, and saying that they were domestic terrorists. They were going after parents and school boards because parents were concerned about what was being pushed on their children. And by the way, while we're at it, no, biological men should not be able to compete in women's sports. It's wrong, it's unfair, and it's a terrible thing to do to young women. And I'm glad that we're trying to stop it and that we are stopping it. But in any event, if you all could just see and be with me through it all, to see what happened, the misuse of the judicial system and the Department of Justice, the things that were done, how terrible some of them were, going after individual people because of their personal opinions. You know, the person who runs Facebook, who owns Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, had to admit, and this is all the good work we did on judiciary, that in actuality, he was working with the White House to censor people, to prevent people from saying and doing what they believe. That's wrong. I don't mean incendiary or dangerous language that would hurt people or cause something dangerous. I just mean a different opinion. Different opinions are what America is about. Whether you are left or right, whether you're conservative or liberal, whether you're a libertarian or whether you're a socialist, you have your right in America to speak your words. So that's what I think the Golden Age represents, that freedom, that excellence in America. And most of all, it represents success, hopefully, for all of you. Like I said in the beginning of this conversation, it may be bumpy, it may be tough at times. I believe it's going to work out, and I believe it's going to work out well. And meanwhile, I will do my very best in my job to defend and stand up for South Jersey and its people, New Jersey and its people, and the United States of America. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.